So now you got the sugarcane fields and some of the headstones in the background.
So we won't say all the names, it will take way too long, but...
Look, can I see the names?
Yes, absolutely. So...
Simon, my ancestors.
Simmons is the last name. Harris, Cook, Boss is the last name. Lewis, Clarkson, Thompson.
So there is she definitely lived to 1860 and she's in 1870, she's in the census, and so there's somebody who's written a thesis on her and her descendants.
Manning, Morris. We see a lot of Hercules last name. Look, Peter, Phillips, Brian, last names.
I just saw Simon.
You saw Simon? That sounds familiar. Oh, first name Simon.
Oh, George Simon.
Gilbert, last name.
That.
Thompson's.
Person Thompson, Silas.
And you're sure her last name is Harriet Silas, or Silas is a first name?
That'll be a last name.
Oh, that's a last name. Okay.
Yeah.
A lot of Thompsons. Donnelly.
So were these the slaves that were brought here?
These are the ones.
Name looks familiar. Wilcox, Francis, Cooper. Coopers were barrel makers. Jackson.
These are the names that were the people who were stolen from New Jersey and might have ended up here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Turner, Groves, Jackson. So yeah, these are American names. So the French name's Fortune. Wow. An enslaved person with the last name Fortune. His name's
Fortune.
So,
wasn't Fortune, I think, was maybe the first principal, maybe the last name, Morganza, back in the 1700s, I think. I think so.
That looks familiar.
so this would have happened in
so.
1818.
The last name, Fortune, yes, it does.
And some of these people were not actually enslaved. They were free and
Kidnapped, like Solomon Northrop.
Yep.
Yes,
Some of them we understand to have been jailed. There's a black community in New Brunswick called Halfpenny, and the jail is there. And so if they were enslaved, then their person who supposedly owned them came and got them. But if they were free and they didn't have their papers or their papers weren't believed, there was nobody to claim them.
Right.
And so the governor said, sure, we'll sell them to you.
And then we understand that we're not to say that this is a complete list, that the research is continuing.
Ongoing.
And we don't know that they came here, but they were. Some of them were heading here.
Yes.
Some of them were
And
heading
the
here.
research continues.
Yeah. Would you? Can I ask you to be to some?
Yes,
of these?
I'll read
Yeah?
some. And you're gonna do the whole. You're gonna do the water.
So here we are in Morganza, in a cemetery that has buried and been home and homegoing to many of the black individuals and residents here. And so we pour this homegrown holy water, twice blessed, and remember the lost souls, knowing that some of them might have ended up here.
Jack, age 22. Cain, age 22. Sarah, age 22, and her daughter, Dinah, 7 months old. Elias Roberts, Mary Harris, Jane Cook, Peggy Boss, Frank, 21, Henry, 22, and Mary Simmons.
Simon George, 16. Pat, 22. Rachel, 22. And her daughter, Rosina, 6 weeks. James Peter, 17. Simon Moses, 15. Edwards Gilbert, Eliza, 13. Sam, 16. Sally Cross.
May our efforts honor the ancestors, those ancestors who were hurt and harmed, those ancestors who did wrong. May we do better and far better than they.
And in recognition of reconciliation for all of the pain and suffering that was perpetrated against these families and the families of the enslavers. Let there be now reconciliation and racial harmony. Thank you, O Lord, for allowing us to be the descendants of the survivors.
Thank you to the universe and spirit of life and love that brings and knows that resistance was a part of the daily lives of these people. Thank God for resistance, for their survival.
And we give you all the honor, the praise, and the glory.
Amen.
Amen.
Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Goodness.
Thank you.